Hello, it's still morning, and I'm fixing to make a little quick lunch from my prepper pantry, I guess you could say, because I'm a canner. If y'all follow me, you know that I can stuff. So I'm gonna make up a recipe with some of my stuff this morning. Make up a recipe and just tell you what we're gonna have for lunch from what I have down in my stash, you could say. What do you got down there, Rita? You say? Well, I've got these egg noodles, which I'm going to cook up just enough of them for me and Terry. They don't they about double in size when you cook them. So if I do almost 2 cups, that'll make quite a bit, won't it? Now I've already got some boiling water over on the other side of the room, and I'm going to dump them in there. Put that lid back on that and put it back where nothing can get in it. If you followed me a couple months ago, I had a mouse in the house. And I set mouse trap and I caught that mouse. But that mouse can't get in my jars. Let me put this in my boiling water. I'm right here. Now what do we got? Well, what I've got here is it's ground beef, and I put some pinto beans in it, and it's kind of Mexican flavored with taco seasoning. So we're going to use that. What else have I got? I've got some home canned salsa here. I'm going to use some of that. And I think I'm going to put a can of sliced olives. They come from the grocery store, and I think that it's time to use them up by the date on that. And this is just some extra heat I'm going to put in it with these jalapenos. So I'm going to put that. I've got a little onion here, so I'm going to put a little onion. And I'm going to grate up some, this is some Colby and Monterey Jack. But I'm going to grate that up, and we'll put it on the top of all of our casserole. This won't take me long. I can have this ready by the time the noodles get cooked. Now, I'm going to put it in my food processor and grind it up. But I'm going to cut it in little pieces first. So it won't go crazy in the food processor. I could grate it with my hand, but sometimes that's work. And that's work, but it's in a little bit of work cleaning up the food processor, but not too bad. All right, let me get this here. We're going to get this onion ready too. Now you know you can plant that in some dirt and have a green onion a little later on. This is just a little onion. No. Trying to get that one layer wouldn't come loose. Don't want to cut off more of that than I have to. I'll get it. We'll get it. I'm going to give that a quick rinse. Watching my noodles over there too. Let's chop that up just a little bit too. And you know what? Am I going to put it in the food processor? Nah, I don't think I will. I'm just going to rough chop it. Now this I'm going to pop over right here. It's probably going to be loud. Hold your ears. Are you plugged up? No. No, I wasn't plugged up. Okay. work just fine. Let me see what I want to do next. I'm going to get my can opener and open these 2 little cans. Get those noodles in just a minute. They're still over there. I want to layer them first. It smells hot. Get my can opener to work. No, I don't have electric can opener. Sometimes I get a little tired of too much clutter on the counter. It's bad enough with what I've got. Now I'm gonna drain those. Alrighty, let's go ahead and open this. Just watch it. And I can hear the vacuum release when I open it. Smells like it's supposed to smell. And we're going to use some of this. Let's open the salsa. Smells good too. Now, I'm going to pause you just for a little bit while I get them noodles cooked, and then I'll be right back. Find the pause button up here. Well, I've got my noodles cooked here, and I've got my colander in my sink. So I'm gonna drain those. But while I was waiting for those to cook, I kind of had a change of plan, though. I'm not going to put it in this casserole and put it in the oven. I'm not going to put it in that little dish, baking dish. I'm going to put it in this skillet here. I use this thing for everything. This is one of those vintage that actually belonged to my mother-in-law, and now it's mine. She cooked everything in it, and now I'm cooking everything in it too. But if I use this, I can heat it up on top of the stove or on this convection burner I've got over here that I use for videos mainly. And canning time, that convection cooktop comes in handy in canning time when you need more surface area to cook things on and get things ready when you're doing a lot of canning like I do. All right. But what I want to do is I'm going to put my noodles in there, and that looks like about 3 cups maybe 4. It's not a whole lot. What we want to do, we're going to put our onion in there. And I'm not going to put all that onion. You know what I'm going to do with the rest of it? I'll tell you in just a minute. I'm going to put a little bit of that. Give me a spoon. I'll tell you in just a minute. And we're going to let's put these first. This is our beans and meat. We're just going to mix that in there. Oh, we're just going to use the whole pint. And I will be canning some more of this. This come in handy. I've used this in tacos and burritos and these casseroles. I've dropped some out on the counter, but I've washed my counters. It's good and clean. I'll just put it back in there. This is my home canned salsa. Let's not put all of it. I may add some more when I reheat it to get it more juicy. I'm going to turn you around here because I'm going to go ahead and put this on this burner. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put our little can of jalapenos. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to put them all. I'm going to put about half of that can. But I'm going to put all of our sliced black olives. That's what that is. Because I like black olives. I'm going to let that heat up just a little bit. And then I'm going to put this cheese on top. My cheese is still right here in the food processor, but it's going to go on top of that. But another thing we're going to have for lunch with that will be these French fries that I can. I'm going to drain them and put them in a skillet and fry them. And I'll put this extra onion, well, you can't see because of that label. Well, I've got these onions right here, and I've got these potatoes. Let's open this jar. Let's drain them in this colander here where I was draining the noodles. My kitchen, I've got empty candy jars sitting all over because I'm all the time grabbing them and using them. I really am. That's the reason I canned them, so I could use them. Oh, and another thing I'm going to have on the side will be some of this pickled okra. So I think our little Mexican noodle casserole, the fried potatoes and onions, and the pickled okra is going to be our lunch. And I made oatmeal cookies yesterday, so oatmeal cookies will be the dessert we're going to have. I think I've got a plan going on. Oh, it's already heating up. Let's put our cheese on there. I could have added some more cumin or some more chili powder, but it probably didn't need it because it was in that jar of meat and beans. Oh, and some corn would be good in here too. Probably ought to add some salt too, though, shouldn't I? I'm not gonna put all that yet. Let me get my salt shaker. Things always better with salt on it. Just a little. Then get a plate. Be a plate and a fork. And a dipping spoon, because I'm going to take a little taste test for you. It was a made-up recipe, but I'm sure you could find something you can make up and do it. You don't have to use your canned meat. You can just fry you up some hamburger meat to start with, just fresh ground. Put a little bit more of that cheese on. I'm going to turn it down. Now, I'm just going to get just a little taste test. That's pretty good. I think I got one of those jalapenos. I made it hot. But I'm going to eat some more of that for lunch. I'm going to save it now. I'm actually going to set this aside for a few minutes and go do me some sewing or something. All right. That's what we're having for lunch. What are you guys going to have? I'll see you later. Bye.